This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Domain.com.
I want to be psychic. I'm psychic. If you filmed a promo video for a client and they asked you to have full copyright of the video so that they could make money off of it, would you relinquish the right to the video or would you retain it and take a different approach? I'm kind of confused as to what this video is actually. If it's a promotion for their company, I'm not really sure how they would make money off that unless they're monetizing it on YouTube, and they're not gonna make very much money off of that either way. Anything that I've been hired out to do by a client where it is a work for hire, they own the rights to the video in the end. It's very rare when I retain the rights. If I do, that's something that's been negotiated because we dropped the rates substantially. So one of the things is that I also hold copyright to it, but those are projects where it's kind of a passion project where I have, you know, some skin in the game as well. It's something that I wanted to do. It's not just a promo for the company. It's something that stands on its own. If it's just promotion for the company, I don't care to own that, and I'm hired to make that. I make that, I give it to them, and they own it now. How often do you watch your own work back, and are there any aspects to either your old videos / shorts that you're really not happy with? I'm never happy with any of my work, really. Everything that I finish, I always wish was better, and I see a million things that I did wrong, and I also see the things that I wasn't able to get or wasn't able to do exactly how I wanted to do because of, you know, the restrictions that go with super low budget filmmaking. So that's like that across the board, no matter what, especially with the old stuff. But it's not like I'm going back and nitpicking and being mad at myself. You know, you look back and you were learning. And it's great to look back, you know, 5 years ago and see how far you've come. If you're making stuff that looks the exact same, feels the exact same, then you haven't progressed. So it's always nice to go back and look and see how much progress has been made. I don't watch my own stuff that often. It's usually like if I rewatch a short film, it's because somebody said something about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that is a thing that I made, huh? And out of curiosity, I'll go take a look at it. But it's extremely rare when I watch my own work because I hate myself. I don't hate myself. I hate myself. A lot of well-known filmmakers such as Quentin Tarantino admit that they use homage all the time, yet some people accuse these filmmakers of being unoriginal. Where do you draw the line between homage and plagiarism / lack of originality? I definitely don't think there's any plagiarism to what Quentin Tarantino does. I think he looks at the experiences of these old films that he really loved and he repackages them and he gives them to an audience today. And I think he does it with the intention of very obvious tip of the hats or homages to these old films. I mean, if it was hidden, if he was just stealing from that relentlessly and not trying to make it an obvious tip of the hat to those films, then yeah, that's more stealing in my opinion, but he's definitely not doing that. They are very obvious moments that are calling out those old films. I mean, if I were to make a movie about this rich dude who bought an island and then got dinosaur DNA and recreated dinosaurs on the island and then brought people there and the dinosaurs got free and ate the people, that would be plagiarism. But if I took, you know, a shot from Jurassic Park that was obviously replicating that moment, like objects in the mirror are closer than they appear, and I did it as a tip of the hat to Jurassic Park, and any fan of Jurassic Park would be excited and they'd be like, hey, that's a call out. That's not plagiarism. So I think that's kind of the defining line for me. Last question. There's a lot of comments at the moment about the quality of Film Riot, and the general consensus is people are worried due to episodes being late, projects not happening. It could be a sign of the end. Can you please reassure us true fans that isn't the case? That is definitely not the case. In fact, I think the exact opposite. I feel like we've just gotten to the starting line and we're about to come off of it finally. Everything before this has been us kind of getting to the place that we need to be, and we've said it a ton that I agree Film Riot for the past year and a half, maybe more, has not been the quality that I want it to be, but that's because behind the scenes we've been working on getting a lot of things in order, including we're about to move into our first studio ever. So we're not going to be working out of my house anymore. We're going to go into our first studio ever, which is very exciting. So there's really big, great things happening. And there's going to be a lot of benefit coming from them. Some stuff that I don't want to say yet because I don't know if it's going to happen or not. And when it does, we'll let you know. But you know, one of the things is that 5 action scenes we've been working on, which are going to be coming out very soon, and I think you guys are going to love. But that's basically 3 people doing the job of 10 people in post-production, which is why the episodes have been coming out late lately, but that will end very soon. Once those come out, we'll be freed up to get back to Film Riot the way we want to and do all the things that we've been planning. I think it's gonna be a really great year. You just stick with us for another few weeks and we're gonna start delivering on that promise. If you're a budding filmmaker, entrepreneur, or innovator, domain.com is a place to go when that next idea hits you. I know you've heard the list of available domain extensions is growing, but now you have the opportunity to name your site and build your brand in ways that were never before possible. You can choose from the list of 400 plus domain extensions like .com, .org, .design, and .club. To show you some love, they're giving you 25% off their already affordable prices by domain names, by web hosting, by email when you use the coupon code FilmRiot at domain.com's checkout. And when you think domain names, think domain.com.
Logo.
So that's it for today, which means it's time for my suggestion of the week. This one is a VFX breakdown from Deadpool, which I love things like this, where it shows you the before and after and everything that went into it, all the assets that they put in to really make the shot work. I think it's some beneficial stuff to watch for sure. So check it out right here. And until next week, don't forget to write, shoot, edit, repeat.